just to let you all know, the UNC has called for the AG to resign. Let me give you a list of reasons why Faris, you is so many reasons. I had to write it out. We had to research it and type it out. Faris, the United National Congress is calling upon you and your big muscles to resign from the office of the Attorney General because, let's go way back. You should have resigned a long time. You supported and defended Emailgate vehemently, knowing full well that Keith Rowley went in the parliament and lied. You concocted an argument that even had former Justice Ventor losing his PNM Balizé juice out his air hole to talk about content of something that did not exist. Right then and there, you should have resigned. When you gave the wrong advice and you went and swore in before Rowley in 2015 in September, imagine you with your tight shirt, your muscles weren't that big, like the growth hormone didn't kick in yet, but you went and swore in before Rowley, not even understanding what is the process of the Constitution, who is the boss. But like you want to be the boss, Faris. The AG, you didn't even claim your children when they was holding them gun and shooting it. You're afraid. Everybody knows your children. The whole world knows your children. And where did that investigation reach? You didn't even tell the country that, yes, that's my children, and whom I'm most pleased. You should have resigned then. You should have resigned with the 37 recusals from cabinet in the original PNM government from 2015 to 2020. In the Daryl Smith sexual harassment case, you were defending Daryl Smith and reported you drafted the NDA, a non-disclosure agreement with grabbing Pum Pum. You defended a Pum Pum grabber as Attorney General and now talking about women's rights, domestic violence, and now you want to bring me in fet? No woman want to go in fet with man who defending Pum Pum grabber. You know what man does do, what kind of sickos is going fet and grab Pum Pum, and you would defend them. If you would defend them, you would line with them. So you should have resigned. You brought laws to deal with crime and the staffing of the DPP office, but the attempts to control the police service and the police service commission have led us into disrepute now. No, actually, no problem that I don't want to put people's children near mind that. I believe he, are dealing with this big clown, this big total mascara wearing dunce idiot Johnny Sukaran, who drive 120Y until he meet his wife and now driving 5 Porsche. What? He could sell 3 Porsche in 4 years. Pepper spray legislation, you resisted it for years. The Malcolm Jones case that you withdraw, when Anand Ramlogan had case in there to try and give back the people money, and you pull him out of court. And not only that, you pay Stuart Young the fees for defending Malcolm Jones. You should have resigned then and there when the Privy Council was laughing at Trinidad and Tobago, not believing that we could have such an incompetent dunce as Attorney General. The Ken Julian case with Bamboo Networks withdrawn also. Even though Ken Julian invested that 31 million of taxpayers' dollars against the advice of former minister in the Ministry of Finance, Christine Sahadeo. The AV oil scandal that you did not advise and instruct and guide the government to appeal, and you went against, your government went against through the Board of Heritage, AA Kwameda, against senior council advice, against the advice of your former chairman and board of Heritage, Winfred Espinay. You should have resigned then for that disgraceful position. Procurement legislation that you came into Parliament, removed the 3/5 majority, simple majority to legalize thieving. We now know what we're learning about you. We now learning about your mens rea, your modus operandi, especially with this Porsche driver. The Police Service Commission, well, you have caused the entire collapse and constitutional crisis in Trinidad and Tobago. You must resign. The Revenue Authority bill that you brought to Parliament, and you did not change anything. You just put in one Director General, Deputy Director General Enforcement, that's a public servant, and you come to remove the constitutional majority, 3/5 majority, to protect citizens' rights, to come and dip in their pockets to put a PNM minister, to appoint a PNM board, to appoint and determine a PNM director general to control the taxes of the situation and take the right to seize property in your control so that we will have to ensure that you always get your rent on time, so you will tax the people. Rentals of buildings. You are an attorney general sworn on a Bible, and you think it was okay, and you still believe it is okay to be in a government sitting at the right hand of the bald head Oreo double stuff and rent out your own building, but say that you just stepped out, you recused yourself, so there was no influence whatsoever. You really believe Trinidad and Tobago is a bunch of idiots? You must go, Mr. with your makeup, with your whole makeup kit, with your mascara. I never see lip gloss, but I'm sure you have one. Change laws to benefit Imbut construction. Imagine a minister of finance reading laws that you drafted as Attorney General in the Parliament, knowing full well that he had a building in Picton Street under construction and that he would benefit from that very law. That's part and parcel of what you have done. You must resign and go. COVID-19 tickets, everybody, you introduce tickets, and everybody getting ticket, man riding a bike by himself in the bus with the ticket, the thing down here like a chin strap, and get a ticket. But you gone in a room with 13 man, dribbling, laughing, hugging up, looking like, you look very comfortable with all them, man. And you, no mask on, but no ticket for you, while the citizens had to pay over $20 million in tickets. Property tax, you come in, you have plenty property. Your property tax though is your property is rented to the government. So are you going to increase your rental to the government while citizens have to pay property tax, that laws that you are drafting and bringing for the people? And your wife, law firm, and your wife, when you are the Attorney General, getting legal briefs from the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and you get on arrogant in Parliament to say that you, from the office of the Attorney General, did not give her no brief. We didn't ask you that. The office of the Prime Minister is the government. You are the legal advisor to the entire government. So how many briefs did she get? From where? From what other state agencies, what other ministries have given your wife briefs while you are the Attorney General? You are a sick, greedy man. You are really a descendant of the prophet, P-R-O-F-I-T. You come into government to swear on the Bible. You gone out better off. You gone out brilliant. People supposed to serve the people. You serve yourself. The breach of the COVID regulations in the arm wrestling, and you were in Andrew Gabriel's son wedding. You, IAG Al-Rawi, you were in Andrew Gabriel's daughter wedding when the limitations were 5 people in a gathering. You were breaching the very laws that you wrote. I dare you to tell me I lie. I am saying it here on Douglas Politics that you, Faris, Al-Rawi, a la mascara, a la rental, a la Porsche rental, a la Porsche man, a la spray on man, dribble on man, tight pants wearing Attorney General who has to resign. I am telling you that I now know that you were in Andrew Gabriel's daughter wedding. 240 people, you were one of the guests. Tell me a lie now, boy. You were breaching the COVID-19 regulations, gathering in more than 5 people, 240 people in that bourgeois wedding. You abject, total dunce clown. You don't even have the wherewithal and the discipline to be an Attorney General. One would think that one who makes laws for others would be the first person to uphold the law and lead by example. You are a disgraceful clown. So resign.